And customer lifetime value maximize means someone's not only going to buy product A and stop right there with your brand, but instead a reader might buy book number 1, like be like, oh, this book is lit, I gotta read what's next, and read book number 2, book number 3, bundle of book number 1, 2, and 3, buy the audiobook, buy the ebook, maybe buy the course that you promote in your book, and so forth. So we at Royalty Hero very much teach the notion of building one brand, one infrastructure as well, to where you can build an email list that's going to be relevant to all of the books that you produce. And with that, it's going to be so much easier to scale and break past that plateau of $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Now, I just mentioned building infrastructure, and this is another sticking point that I see with students, is that students tend to overlook building infrastructure. And what do I mean by that? Having an email list, having an email sequence where you have email number 1 promoting book 1, email number 2 promoting book 2, email number 3 promoting your audiobook, email number 4 asking for reviews for all of your books. So having infrastructure set up is going to allow you to play the long game of Amazon. Guys, don't just depend on getting your reviews with some A+ content on the product page, with some ads, just hoping things will work out for themselves long term. You might get lucky with a release that pops off because you were just in the right place at the right time with a keyword and you got a surge of sales. But if you want to play the long game, you need to operate like an actual business. Have a website, have an email list that readers can subscribe to, have an offer on the back end that you promote in your book that can lead to your website, your high ticket course, your affiliate link, whatever it may be. You want to actually build an infrastructure that facilitates the sale of your products from A to Z. When I was mentioning the initial mastery of Amazon ads for scaling, when you're at 3,000 to 6,000, now it's really time to get cracking with Amazon ads. So at this level, you need to know how to utilize negative bidding for campaigns. You need to know, okay, I can start an automatic campaign, and from there, I need to collect data and maybe after a week, compile it and say, okay, these clicks I've spent on but aren't converting for book A, and maybe I can just block or negative target this book, and then for book B, I've got 6 clicks and 2 sales for said book. Maybe there's some margin in there, some leniency to increase my bid, my cost per click for this book, and bring in more traffic and get more sales. Mastering Amazon ads at this level is going to be key for scaling you out of intermediate purgatory from that $3,000 to $6,000 range. Now, pulling it back a little bit to my story, I reached my first $10,000 month during December. It was Q4. And from there, guys, once you reach 10,000 a month, you usually know what to do. But also, I've seen publishers kind of stagnate at 10,000 a month, whether it's willingly, like people are like, okay, it's cool, I reached 10,000 a month, I'm good in my little high rise, and I'm good just living out of Bali, and life is set as a digital nomad. And if that's good enough for you, I respect that. Cool. Not everyone wants to work 8 hours a week, degrade their quality of life for more money. But for the rest of us who are crazy, again, I've made as much as $36,000 in a single month from Amazon. And I'd say the problems you encounter from making $10,000 a month on Amazon are completely different from the problems you had earning $1,000 a month on Amazon. So let's go over that. By this time, when I was making $10,000 a month, this was the point in my life where I quit my job. I was able to start traveling all across the world, met amazing people all over Europe, particularly London, Italy, Amsterdam, and all over Asia, where I connected with publishers all around the world, and some of them continue to be my very good friends to this day, including Charlie Piper, who is the head coach, I would say, at Royalty Hero. So lesson number 1, once you reach 10,000 a month on Amazon, and want to go above and beyond. Building up your marketing assets even further is what's going to really catapult your brand. So Okay, you have a list that can take you to getting 50 reviews on Amazon. Now it's the big boy lead. We need to get you 200 reviews on Amazon every time you release and get you sales the first day that you release every time. That way you have a system to where you can release products and promote it in such a way that's predictable, repeatable, and scalable, so that you build a formidable business that can reach the 6-figure range, and if you're one of the rare few, such as Storage, earn 7 figures. I'm gonna again pull it back one more time to my life story. At the point where I actually had a $26,000 a month, my first time on Amazon, I spent a lot of money on ads, and I'm trying to just think back. I was spending as much as $300 a day on ads. I must have spent around $7,000 or $8,000 that month. And guys, as you might already know, Amazon doesn't pay you until 60 days later once you've realized those revenues. Meaning, okay, I spent this money on ads for my books to sell in December, but the first payout doesn't come until the end of February. So where I'm getting at is cash flow means everything in this business, along with properly managing your finances. I have come across some of my own students who say, hey, I've spent $2,000 on ads. It's going really, really well, but I'm out of money now. Jacob, what do I do? So as a coach, this puts me in a kind of a sticky situation. Do I condone the use of credit cards? I personally do. I personally am a believer in utilizing credit if it means scaling an existing successful operation to where you are pretty much at this point guaranteed to be profitable by spending more cash into something like ads for a successful product. But likewise, I understand if maybe your credit score is low or if you're just uncomfortable with risking capital. So that being said, manage your finances. Guys, I know publishers who are at a level to where they're grossing 80K, they're spending $30,000 to $50,000 in a single month for their books. But they have to be able to float financially for 60 days until that payout comes. That fat, nice, juicy payout. So knowing how to at least either cut down your spend on a personal level between December and February or whenever that 60-day window is super important. Or knowing how to finance your operation, whether that's credit, business line of credit, maybe you have a family member, rich aunt, maybe you know Snoop Dogg, I don't know how you're gonna float that, but just knowing how to have capital available and allocate for your business is key. I'm bringing this up again because I've seen it time and time again. Have cash available when you're ready to capitalize on an opportunity, pop off. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please let me know. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. What can be improved upon? What did you like? What did you hate? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.